Well, class, you've made it to the end of our first unit on decimals. Today we're going to take a look at reviewing for your test, which will be tomorrow. So at this time, please take out your study guide so that we can get started. Before we begin, I would like for you to take a look at the upper right-hand corner of your study guide. There is a password, and I would like for you to pause the video while you enter in all of your answers in Blackboard. You're going to enter in your answers the same way you do with your quick checks and quizzes. This time it has a password, and I'd like for you to enter it in so that you can practice for your test. And once after you've entered in all of your answers, you can come back to the video so that we can go over each problem. Let's take a look at question number 1. An air hockey table costs $245.55. If Jessie and her 4 friends want to split the cost evenly, how much should each person pay? We're going to divide this. We're going to divide the cost of the air hockey table divided by 5 people because it's Jessie and her 4 friends. And so the answer is $49.11. Now let's take a look at question number 2. Mario made $64.75 selling ice cream. If each ice cream cost $1.75, how many ice creams did he sell? So we first have to set up our division problem. We see that there is a decimal in the divisor, so we need to turn that into a whole number. So we swoop it 2 places to the right, and what we do to the divisor, we do to the dividend, and we rewrite the problem. And so your answer is 37 ice creams. Let's take a look at question number 3. Jamie worked at Subway for 4 months. His monthly earnings were $125.75, $345.65, $145.50, and $45.60. How much did Jamie make during his 4 months' employment with Subway? And so you add up all of his earnings, and your answer is $662.50. Let's take a look at question number 4. Joe went to the grocery store to buy groceries for breakfast. He bought a dozen eggs for $1.89, sausage for $2.48, and muffins for $4.99. He gave the cashier a $20 bill. How much change did he get back? And so if you add up the cost of the groceries, you have $9.36. You gave the cashier $20, so you will receive $10.64 back in change. Let's take a look at question number 5. Jamie had 50 yards of rope. He cut a 12.6 yard piece and a 9.4 yard piece. How much rope does Jamie have left? If Jamie cuts the remaining piece of rope into 4 segments, how long will each piece be? So in this problem, you had to first cut off the pieces from 50 yards, so you're left with 28 yards. And then if you divide it into 4 equal segments, the answer will be each piece will be 7 yards long. Let's take a look at question number 6. Michael spends 14.2 hours doing homework each week. How many hours on average does Michael spend doing homework each day? And here we're considering that 5 days are in a school week. And so your answer should be 2.84 hours. Let's take a look at question number 7. Barbara needs to purchase 7 books at $5.99 each and 10 CDs at $13.49 each. If Barbara has paid with $200, how much change will she get back? And so your answer should be $23.17. Let's take a look at question number 8. A ticket to the hockey game costs $7.65. How much will it cost for 5 students to go to the game? And so $7.65 times 5 is $38.25. Let's take a look at question number 9. Hal's baby brother weighed 3.6 kilograms at birth. His weight has increased by 0.3 kilograms each month for 3 months. How much does Hal's baby brother weigh now? And so your answer is 4.5 kilograms. If I look over here to find 4.5 kilograms, my answer is C. Let's look at question number 10. Each box on a pallet weighs 84.272 pounds, and there are 20 boxes on a pallet. The pallet itself weighs 19.7 pounds. How much is the total weight of the pallet and the boxes combined? And so your answer is 1,705 and 14 hundredths of a pound. And so that would be answer D. Let's take a look at question number 11. A ticket to ride the Ferris wheel costs $2.75. A total of 428 tickets for the Ferris wheel were sold. How much ticket money was collected? And so your answer is $1,177. And so your answer should be B. Let's take a look at question number 12. A curtain company has 1,787 square yards of fabric to make identical curtains. If each curtain requires 6.5 square yards of fabric, how many curtains can be made? So in this case, your answer is 274, and then you have some left over. That leftover will not be enough to make another curtain, and so you're going to have to round down to the nearest whole number, and so in this case it's 274 curtains, and your answer is B. Let's take a look at question number 13. A clothing designer has 3,427 square feet of fabric to make identical dresses, all the same size. If each dress uses 9.3 square feet of fabric, how many dresses could be made? And so your answer is 368, and then there's some left over. So the leftover piece will not be enough for you to make another dress. So you have to stay with round down to the nearest whole number. And so your answer is 368 dresses, and that would be C. Now let's take a look at question number 14. For a summer cookout, Catherine bought hamburger meat for $3.91 per pound. Her total bill was $136.85. Approximately how many pounds of hamburger meat did Catherine buy? And so for question number 14, your answer is 35 pounds, which is D. Let's take a look at question number 15. Jack and 3 of his friends shared a pizza. The total bill was $21.60. If the bill is split evenly, how much would each person have to pay? And so your answer is $5.40, which is C. Let's take a look at question number 16. What is the value of 8.53 times 14.2? And so your answer is 121 and 126 thousandths, which is B. Let's take a look at question number 17. 21 minus 5.3. And so your answer is 15.7. Let's take a look at question number 18. 21 and 77 hundredths plus 23 thousandths plus 6 and 9 tenths. And so your answer is 28 and 693 thousandths. Let's take a look at problem number 19. 6 tenths times 1 and 47 hundredths. And so your answer is 882 thousandths. Let's take a look at question number 20. 32 5800 divided by 2 4/10. And your answer for number 20 is 13 575 thousandths. Now this does end, it does terminate, it does not go on and on forever. So this is your final answer. Remember, you need to keep adding zeros and bringing them down until you have a terminating decimal. Now at this time, you need to fill out your correction sheet. This is going to help you study and prepare for your test tomorrow. Write down the name of the assignment, Unit 1 Study Guide. And here it says original problem and number and new work. So whichever problem you missed, you need to write the number down, show your work, write down the new answer, and this is the most important piece. You need to explain what you did wrong the first time or what you did differently the second time. Now to prepare for your test, you need to complete the correction sheet. In addition, you should print off another copy of the study guide and rework that tonight. This will help you prepare for your test. The best way to study for a math test is to actually rework the problems. Just don't look over the study guide. You need to actually rework all of the problems. So that's why it's important for you to print off another copy of the study guide and take that again tonight, just to make sure that you understand everything that's going to be on the test. The study guide looks exactly like the test. All I do is I change the numbers around. So good luck, and make sure you study and you complete your correction sheet for the test so you're ready. Bye.